Bulgaria, the 10th century. The empire of Tsar Peter stretches from Black Mountains to Silver Sea. Monasteries rise like white teeth in the mist, and from every valley comes the incense of peace. But peace can be a veil. Beneath the gold mosaics and the chanting priests, the spirit of the people grows hollow. Prayers are recited in a tongue few understand. Faith has become an ornament for power. Coins buy absolution. Candles are lit for show. And in the hush between the psalms, the earth itself seems to whisper, "Where is the living light?" 1. The Empire of Faith. In the courts of Preslav, bishops argue over relics while peasants starve. Icons glitter on walls of marble, but hearts remain unwashed. A priest may bless a sword as easily as a loaf of bread. Every ritual is correct, every rule obeyed, and yet the air feels empty, like smoke after a fire. The empire has conquered lands but lost the kingdom of the soul. 2. A voice from the hills. Out of that weariness comes a quiet voice, a village priest named Bogomil, dear to God. No one knew from where he came. Some said he was a village priest disillusioned by wealth. Others whispered he was a messenger from the east, carrying forgotten truths in his heart. He spoke of two realms, the world of light, born of the true God, and the world of darkness, crafted by a false one. But unlike other preachers, he didn't shout from pulpits. He spoke in homes, in fields, by firelight, teaching that the kingdom was not in cathedrals, but within the heart of every soul. 3. The message of the inner Christ. Do not bow to stone, he said. Bow to the light that breathes within you. To the poor, it was freedom. To the powerful, it was treason. He taught that the true church was not of brick and mortar, but of living hearts bound by love and truth. That no man could own God, and no ritual could replace compassion. Soon his followers called themselves Bogomils, friends of God. They met in secret, sharing bread, song, and inner light. They washed each other's feet, not as penance, but as remembrance of equality. 4. The whisper turns to flame. The word spread like fire through villages and mountain paths. Slaves, widows, soldiers, and scholars all came to listen. Each spoke the same phrase when they departed. The light is not in the temple, it is in me. But Rome and Constantinople do not suffer new prophets. The bishops called it heresy, the Tsar called it rebellion, and the empire began to watch the villages of the friends of God. 5. The trial of faith. When the first Bogomils were brought before the patriarch, they refused to recant. They said, "We serve not the God of this world, but the God of light." The patriarch trembled, for he had heard those words before. They were the echo of ancient Gnosis, reborn in the Balkans. The verdict was clear, anathema. But the fire could not yet reach them. Not yet. 6. A prince in the shadows. And somewhere within the palace of Preslav, another soul was listening. A royal prince, son of Tsar Simeon, poet, scholar, dreamer. His name was Boyan. He heard the whispers of Bogomil's teachings and felt them like a calling. But his path would not lead through church or throne. It would lead into mystery, and one day he would be called Boyan Maga, Boyan the Magus. 7. Closing reflection. Every empire calls truth a heresy before it calls it holy. Every rebel of spirit plants a seed that outlives his name. In the shadow of Bulgaria's golden age, one humble voice began a revolt of light against the empire. And in the next chapter, that light will find its chosen vessel. A prince who became a mystic. A man who walked between history and myth. Next, Boyan Maga, the initiate prince. Subscribe and carry the flame.